Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Real Russia. My name is Sergey Baklykov. There behind the camera, Sergey Pichugin. We are now inside of President Hotel in Ufa, Russia. And right now we came here to meet one of the best DJs in Russia and definitely one of the best trance producers in the world, Dmitry Almazov Bobina, more known as DJ Bobina. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Dmitry.
Is it room service, right?
No, this is the real Russia, the deepest insight into the real Russian life with a no fake and no bullshit.
Okay.
So it's just about an hour left before you will perform in a Teatro club of Ufa, Russia.
Yes, and I'm just actually woke up. It's like how it usually happens. You can go inside. So this is how DJs actually leave a bed when they leave the hotel. So this is how it is. I pack my bags because straight after the show in the Teatro club, I will go to the airport, so I won't have a chance to come here again. So I just packed all my stuff.
What are you taking with you? What's the stuff is this?
It's actually
computer,
nothing.
CDs.
I always have two bags with myself. So one is like laptop and stuff, and the second one is just like a bag of sunglasses. So like stuff for bathroom, headphones, and all the flash drives. So this is actually what I need usually. This is what I take when I go from the hotel usually, because usually I back from the hotel. I mean, I back to the hotel from the club. But as I told you, tonight straight after the show, I will go to the airport, so I have to take everything, like some jeans.
Okay, let's not lose the time. Let's not delay.
Can I have a drink?
Okay.
So this is actually the only thing I took from the mini bar. Not too expensive. Let's go.
I hope a big crowd of people already are waiting for you in Teatro Club, as usually, by the way.
We hope so too.
That's actually the silence before the great party at Teatro Club.
Before the storm. So where is Susana? She's not here?
Bobina came not alone today. This is Susana from Netherlands.
Hi.
You are known as the golden voice of trance music, right?
Oh wow, actually it's the first time that it's been said like that. But yeah, I've been building my career as a vocalist in trance music over the past 8 years, I think.
Yes.
And I've collaborated with different DJs and producers. It started out actually with working with Ernesto versus Bastian, then Armin Van Buuren, and from there on Marcus Schulz, Bobina this year, Lange, Alien Villa, Beat Service. I've released 2 albums on Armada Music, which is the record label of
I know, one
Armin
of the
Van
best
Buuren.
record labels of trance and progressive music.
And besides working in the studio, creating music, I love to perform, and that's also why I'm here today.
Is it your first visit to Russia?
No, actually this is the 4th time. I've been to St. Petersburg and Moscow with Armin, and I've been in Perm to perform, and now here in Ufa.
We will talk more with you yet in the club, because right now we have to go already.
Okay, nice meeting you.
Okay, nice meeting you too. Ну что, погнали?
Years ago, the trance music, I mean like the house trance wasn't that popular in the US like it is now.
Здорово. Okay.
Welcome.
Let me help you.
It's camera.
Я вас так давно не видел. Есть такое? Это новый Gold Product.
Привет. Всем привет. Ой. Привет.
Сейчас все будет ново. Серега. Привет, девчонки.
We are now behind the scene of Teatro Club. Susana and Bobina are waiting for their time to perform. But there in the club, on the dance floor, already a lot of people, a huge crowd. Let's look at this. Wow, really a lot of people already waiting for Bobina. They are so excited, and I can feel such a huge energy. A lot of people. Let's check out the ladies who are dancing in this club. Actually, go dancers. How are you?
Ну, я не понимаю.
Как дела?
Хорошо, отлично.
Как тебя зовут?
Лиана.
Как ты думаешь, сегодня толпа вообще нам нормально прокачивается?
Ужасно много народу. Такого вообще никогда не было. В последнее время тем более. С каких это пор вообще у танцовщиц интервью берут?
Вот с сегодняшних пор.
Зачем?
Берем. Ну как зачем? Потому что это реально Россия, это глубочайшее проникновение в реальную российскую жизнь. То есть без всяких там купюр. Понимаешь?
Ну все, нам пора уходить.
Пора вам? Ну ладно.
Да.
Давай, удачи.
Спасибо.
Удачи, девчонки. Давайте. We have some time to continue our interview. We have started near the President Hotel. So this is not your first visit to Russia, and I guess you already got some impressions about our country. So what can you say about Russia, about Russians?
First of all, I knew Russia was a big country, but now that I've visited different places, I realized how big it actually is. And even though I've performed in different parts of Russia, what I've noticed is that everywhere the energy of the crowd is amazing. I don't know where they get it from, but I remember going on stage in Moscow and St. Petersburg with the Armin Only show, and I immediately felt the energy coming from the crowd, and it just made me smile automatically. So, and I noticed the same feeling in Perm, and I'm sure tonight will be the same.
So, and do you find Russia as a safe place to visit for foreigners?
Oh yeah, I've never felt unsafe at any time that I've been here, but I've always been in good hands, so I have nothing to complain about. Actually, in St. Petersburg, I spent a few extra days with my family, and we went to the Hermitage and we walked around and did some sightseeing. So yeah, definitely a good experience.
Do you have YouTube channel or the website where our viewers can listen to your tracks, to subscribe to you?
Yes, of course. On YouTube, it's very easy. youtube.com/Susana. There it is.
Susana.
And my website is susanavocalist.com. And there you can also find links to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Everything is on there.
All these links we will place in the description to this video, so check it out.
Hi guys, it's me, Susana, and you are watching Real Russia.
Bobina. So we're getting back behind the scenes to talk more with Dmitry Almazov. Okay, come on. So we are behind the scenes of Teatro Club again and ready to talk with Dmitry Almazov, Bobina again.
Hi.
Hi again. So I want to introduce you once again. This is definitely one of the best Russian DJs and definitely the best trance producer in Russia. It is also the first Russian disc jockey and producer who was featured into the World Top DJs at the 16th place. It's a really great achievement, you know, I can say. You have to notice that in the first places the names like Armin Van Buuren, Paul Van Dyke, Tiesto. So please tell me, how come you have started make trance music?
It actually was quite funny situation. I was a big fan of rock music. I wasn't really interested in EDM at all. And back in the days, like 2000, 2001, I had a birthday party where one of my friends gave me piracy CDs. With that time, MP3 format wasn't that popular. So there was like MP3 mixes. It was called like the best DJ mixes or something like this. So when the party was over, I was like so excited and I didn't really want to sleep. So when the guest came out, I saw the CD. I was like, "What's this? The best club mixes? Let's listen." And I put it on my computer. So in the first one, there was like quite a few mixes there, like 6 or 7 on one CD. And the first one was Armin Van Buuren because his name starts at A. So I started to listen and I was like, wow, I was so impressed because of two things. First thing, I asked myself that how he did it. Because I had a musical education back in the days, like before, when I was like a child. And the second thing which came to my mind is, wow, such a beautiful music. I mean, like before the dance music for me was just boom, boom, boom and nothing else. I was listening to such acts like Metallica or maybe Halloween and that kind of like Deep Purple, that kind of music. So. And then the next day I was like, wow, I have a musical education, I want to try to do something like this. So I went to the market and got some musical program CDs. I didn't know too much about it, and the internet wasn't like it is that time. So I asked the guys on the market to advise me some good musical program. So they got me some cakewalk or something. I don't really remember what. So and that time I started to produce.
And about some years later, you already introduced your own tracks to the same Armin Van Buuren.
Yeah, that's how it started actually. Armin Van Buuren was the first one I sent, because I'm always, you know, basically I'm a really strict guy to myself first of all, and I was like producing music, and then I was listening to the tracks from this set, and I was like, no, my music
not ready yet.
Not ready yet. There, and as soon as I got a track which for me that time sounded a little bit like on quality, like closer to the tracks from the set, I started to think what to do. And then I realized, okay, Armin Van Buuren, and I type in the internet in Google, like Armin Van Buuren. So it gave me his website, arminvanbuuren.nl, armin.nl. That was. So that time Armin Van Buuren wasn't that popular like he is now, and there was his personal email on the web. So I sent him the message. So, hi Armin, I'm like blah blah blah. There was even no Bobina yet, so I didn't know how, you know, to call that time. So I sent him email, hey, I was a big fan of rock music, but I was given the CD and you inspired me so much. I did a few tracks and I really would want you to listen. And he replied, hi Dmitry, nice to meet you, blah blah blah, and here's my address, because that time MP3, no one really listened to the MP3 those days. So he asked for an audio CD. So I went to the post and sent him the CD. So that's
to Holland.
To Holland, yeah, to his home address, which he provided me in the email. So that's actually, he was the first person I ever met in this business. Not really like the Russian DJs or Russian radio stations. It all came later.
You now actually here in Teatro Club going to present your new album. Can you tell more about this?
Few weeks ago, there is a new album by Bobina came up, which called Same Difference.
Same Difference.
Yes, I know, quite a strange name, but because you know, it's interesting story. Once again, usually I had in mind the name of the album even before the album is done. But this time there was no deadline, I was just doing music, some singles, some stuff. And then when I realized there is like, wow, there's 10 tracks, it's like, okay, well, I should make 3 more and it's gonna be an album. I started to think about the name. As we do in releases on Black Hole Recordings, I know really well the owner. His name is Arnie Bink. When I started to think about the name of the album, I first wanted to call it different, because I sent him the tracks from time to time, and he always said, wow, that's different. But he explained me that different is too simple word. For us Russians it's okay, but for European people it's too simple word. And we started to play with the words and just find 2 words which sound cool together, same difference. So which is like it's kind of the same EDM music, but produced in a different way. So yeah, the album has 13 tracks. One of them, a few of them were released like last year as the first singles. One of them was released recently, the track called Sacramento. I did together with Andrew Rael in my studio in Moscow when we were playing the same festival in Moscow, like in February. So Armin hardly supported it. Supported it like really well. He played it like 7 times in a state of trance, which is like thank you, Armin. There is another track with Susana. It's like a kind of dubstep feeling. She gonna finish it, her set with it, and then I will start to play. It's called Play Fire and Fire. Probably one of my favorite. Another thing, there is a track with Ana Criado, which called what it was called, For Who I Am. I really like it as well. And there is quite a few instrumental tracks, so I think you should check iTunes, guys. Go check it out.
So, and also, as I know, you have YouTube channel. Can you,
of course,
can you say an address?
I'm a big fan of internet, not only YouTube. So yeah, I have a special project which called Bobina TV, bobina.tv. Actually, you will come to my YouTube channel, which called youtube.com/Bobina or /Bobina Music, whatever. Also, I'm a big fan of Twitter. I'm twittering all the time. I mean, also I have Instagram too, which is Bobina Music. Twitter is Bobina. Facebook is bobinavk.com, which comes really popular now outside of Russia too. So I have all the resources actually.
It's really interesting that today, at the 5th of July, in the beginning of July, you're playing here in Ufa exclusively, and already next week you are playing in Singapore.
Yeah, and then I go to America for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't really remember. We do some special show in Los Angeles. Also, the day before, I will play San Francisco. Also amazing.
And also Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, I will play first time in my life. I never played there before. And the Chicago, I played there quite a few times. I'm gonna be good to again. If you want to know more about my tour dates, you also can check my website, which is www.bobina.info. And I'm really excited to see you all guys in America, all over the world. Singapore, doesn't matter, because I like all the cities. I like to travel so much. Thank you so much for the interesting question, and good luck with your project. Hey guys, what's up? This is Bobina, and you are watching Real Russia, the deepest insight into real life. Девчонки, спасибо за работу. До свидания. Oh yeah. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you for performance. You know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you too, Susana.
Thank you. Well, I enjoyed it a lot. The crowd was great. They all had, they made hearts and they held them up. So yeah, it was a good night.
I hope now you will leave Ufa with only the best impressions about our crowd.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah.
Keep watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This is the real Russia, the deepest insight into the real Russian life with no fake and no bullshit. We continue making our best for you guys. Me, Sergey Baklykov, and there's Sergey Pichugin.